Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
One West, nigga. Dear hater, you for real hater? Must not be on like you say, must not be getting no real paper. Nigga can't have more than you know them niggas will still hate you. Those are characteristics in a pussy nigga nature. Talk that shit behind my back, but be on mute when it's a facial. Smiling in my face, but you can't hide all of that hatred. I'm too silent, you a snake. I see that shit a mile away. Man of war, and I'm not sorry, blame that shit on you, PK. Pussy ass nigga, you a pussy ass nigga. Oh, you confused, you think pussy ass nigga. This ain't drag racing, why you got that drag with you? I'm a bad getter, pull up with two bad bitches. Masculinity be the reason she into me. She say she loving all that big priest energy. Don't remember me when I step in the facility. I'm screaming ISUPK, fuck the enemy. Oh, hey, this that One West world shit right here. Think I ain't got the bitch on me, you trippin', homie, that bitch right here. Brown liquor, don't sip that clip. Cloud of vision, let's get shit clear. I ain't even fuck around, homie, put the crown on me, yeah, this my year. Yeah, and I do this shit for my niggas who solid. I ain't resent for I truly acknowledge you ain't in this truth and you ain't in this body, cause bitch, you one body. We see it coming cause we really prophets. Oh, want you about it, but you didn't stop it. A hard head make a soft fast, I guess that's why you stop with your soft ass. Hood nigga that can outclass bougie bitches who talking about class. Soon as you cut a motherfucker, they be like, why you talk to me like that? Valuable lesson. Before you judge, I will check the reflection. Real love is correct. Real love is perfection. Ain't a flaw in it, this is raw business. Brotherhood is a weapon. Fuck around and get stepped on, tryna step, watch how you step. Fuck around and get stepped on, tryna step, watch how you step. 10 times out of 10 when we get it in, nigga, it's a win. If you ain't in the UPK, then nigga, it's a sin. Cause it's only one body, one truth, nigga, one spirit, yeah, one God. But when the shit hit the fan, pussy nigga ran, they got in the wind. When niggas saying he was down, when really the nigga switch. Niggas saying he a ride for you, when really the nigga snitch. Really the nigga quit, hey, really the nigga bitch. Yeah, and I'm just telling you the truth about it, this ain't even a diss. Yeah, this how them niggas be acting. Talking that shit like they really be bout it, but when it come down to the action, that's when you find out that they lacking. That's when you find out that they acting. And fucking with my niggas, it's a sure way to end up in the casket. Bitches us against the masses. I don't mind getting dirty, but watch how I clean it up when it get nasty. I lift that Nina up and get the flashes, just cause I love my niggas with a passion. Yeah, ooh, just cause I love my niggas with a passion. Borders of blue and fringing for the fashion. Yeah, you understand me? You standing tall on what we believe in. Yeah, either you stand on something or you fall for anything. Believe that. Look, and if you standing on the wrong thing, you falling anyway. One West, lost tribe.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
You boy, you know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in, yeah. But that was my nigga, yeah. the commanding general, Yahanna. Die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home, that's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my hock can gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talkin' shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves, while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted, we hear the truth and reject it. But love is getting corrected, and all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
Wagwan priest, you good?
What's going on?
Listen, man, I'm hearing you, man. You ISUPK brothers be talking about the Jacobites that was in Scotland were originally black. You man ain't reaching that.
Listen, put that on the TV right there. You'll see it. This is the transportations. If you look right there, it will let you know Robert Adam, brown, William Bow, black, Dougal Campbell, brown complexion, black, brown. I see brown, black, brown, black, brown. This is all the Jacobites that was shipped out of places like Ireland and so forth. This is the transportations.
Right.
So this is giving you the complexion of the Jacobites that was shipped out of these places to Barbados and other islands in the West Indies.
Yo, that's mad. So it's saying what? Robert Adams was a labourer and he was what? Brown faced. William Bell was what? Black, curled hair. Damn. That's deep, man.
Which means what as well? Which also means black people was in Europe. Why? Because they ruled the Dark Ages. So that's why they was in Europe.
You man are cold at history, man. All right, man. Shalom.
And in local news, showing naked ass in the great state of Texas, it's your boy Justice.
And it's your boy Saint.
Despite all the tariffs and the inflation, hell, even famine in certain places, Commanding General Yahanna has done it again.
The 8th annual South Texas Cookout is coming back to Houston, October 30th to November 2nd. Stay tuned for more details. Hey, and it's free.
They need food, housing, clothing. They need counseling. They need understanding of what's happened to them. They need an identity. They need to know the truth about the Lord. They need to be woke up to who the devil is. That's the white man. That's what the hell they need. And you add that to black people, Latinos, and Native Indians, brother, then you're going to be able to do something. The whole reason I'm even here saying these things to you, because these things are supposed to show you and give you hope. It's supposed to make you say to yourself, you know what, we got a kingdom coming. You know what, the Lord's judgment is coming. You know what, let's change our life.
ISUPK, Trinidad and Tobago, under Commanding General Yahanna. We will be live on the streets, 91.9 FM.
From west to the depth till they bury me.
Every Thursday from 7 p.m. Hosted by Officer Sawapya Allah and Officer Masquayak.
West to the depth till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
ISUPK under Commanding General Yahanna. Live every Thursday night from 7 p.m. on the streets, 91.9 FM.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
Exposing lies with the truth. The only men worthy to teach from the Bible. The ISUPK. We raising our people from the dust. We are the true Hebrew Israelites. Kwam Yashala. Let a Hebrew speak. Let a Hebrew speak with General Hazayan.
You know what? You know you got nasty taste in your mouth, and you gotta spit it out. That's how God feels about everybody that is not an Israelite.
And Captain Akkad.
And crack and heroin and abortion clinics and Christianity is iniquity, man.
Let a Hebrew speak. Christianity is a lie. Talk the truth. Let a Hebrew speak. The white man is the devil. Talk the truth.
To be careful not making a mistake.
Let her established since 1969. Hebrew speak. We raising our people from the dust. Talk the truth. General Hazayan. Talk the truth. That's right. Cry aloud. Captain Akkad. Talk the truth. Let a Hebrew speak. Tune in every Mondays from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Let a Hebrew speak.
That's why I don't know you. I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. That's right.
This is Black Watch with Commanding General Yahanna, the only man to lead blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
God made man on this earth. The white man ain't make man. God made man. God wants man to obey him.
Bringing you real news.
You don't need a black man in the White House. You need a black man in every black house.
For many years, there's a lot of black people who didn't realize how deep the racism of white America was.
You ain't gonna do nothing unless you decide where you gonna stand at with the Most High.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Righteous solutions to issues plaguing our nation.
Boy, you better wake up and see the power that is within blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians.
Join us every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. Black Watch. Let the show begin.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
Yo, Lot. These niggas stuck, man. Yeah.
Wow. I've been eating pot belly, greasy face, Glock heavy. Feed the safe, talking shit, do not tell me. I don't wanna see the hate, all that shit do not help me. I'm just trying to plead my case to the Most High. Pray I see the gates. I was about to Cancun, but we just got the house instead. Covered all of their payment, and now she got the bobblehead. Looking at me like dinner, she said she about to gobble lead. Point the beam like a pencil, and then you gotta swallow lead. Point the beam like a pencil, and then you gotta swallow it. Pack my bag with essentials, I can't forget the hollow tip. Niggas losing they mental, and Satan come demolish it. Niggas all on they menstrual and get the whining like a bitch, just like iron, they rust. Niggas trying, they luck, keep it real. Everybody out here lying, save us, steady raising dead. They was out here lying, then dust. Niggas on my head, so the brotherhood is a must. Any hood, I be riding with my brothers that I trust. Know I'm good, cause they slime with their fingers on the clutch. Money piling like I'm trying to make it stack in the rush. One West to the death, and that ain't even enough, cause I'm coming back. I ain't never done with that, going ahead and spread your lies. I'ma let you run with that, wanting me to spread the thighs. I ain't having fun with that, nigga, hell no. Now she wanna chop it up like a lumberjack. Got some exes popping up, trying to run it back. Want me come and hit the hole like a running back. If the Lord take a soul, ain't no coming back. On my soul couldn't fold like 100 racks. I'm down for my niggas, I up for my niggas. I go and do the time, stay stuck for my niggas. I ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. One West to the death, no lie, little nigga. I'm down for my niggas, I up for my niggas. I go and do the time, stay stuck for my niggas. I ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. One West to the death, no lie, little nigga.
The full Nicky on my waistline like a big nigga. No limit, I'm a tank, close game, hit different. Refocus on who around, not concerned with who's missing. My boots digging, never been a house shoe. She don't like it, but she love me. I can tell when she want me. Tell, then I zip the body bag like a onesie. I'm dropping every day, let my feel clumsy. Through the pain, but we don't find shit funny. I know enough that I don't know shit. It's one thing I know this. Never bite the end that feed you. Never learn the whole shit. We don't want half of the world, man. We coming for this whole shit. But in the world, I was known to pack a bag like a road trip. I'm in the den with the lions. I be living this in real life. Ain't everything, but you gon' lose your soul. That's the real price. Getting led by a coward, I don't know what that feel like. Black on black toes to my head. I can't kill Christ.
I'm down for my niggas, I up for my niggas. I go and do the time, stay stuck for my niggas. I ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. One West to the death, no lie, little nigga. I'm down for my niggas, I up for my niggas. I go and do the time, stay stuck for my niggas. I ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. One West to the death, no lie, little nigga.
Hey, Shalom, Shakatham.
Shalom, Mr. Thumb.
What's going on with y'all? What's going on with y'all? How y'all feeling?
Everything's wild, sir. Feeling good, feeling good.
Yeah, man.
Here,
Shit.
here.
I'll be checking my neck every time just in case I break out like Charlie K. I hear there's a virus going on that causes men to break out on the neck. It's deadly. They say they're working on a vaccine for it. You know what I mean? So, but Kayad once say UPK had the vaccine, so I know I'm gonna be straight. But in the meantime, every now and then, like they had the COVID test, I doing my neck test every time just to make sure nothing, I don't have a breakout. You know what I mean? So we back Wednesday, midweek, Black Watch, again, holding it down for Command and Journey, Yahanna, hardest working man in Israel, giving my hand, doing all sorts of operations worldwide because we know what the hell we doing. You know what I mean? We know exactly what we doing, unlike the oppressor. So we're going to rock it out again tonight. We have a good few stories we're going to get into and see how it is. We're back with the usual suspects. I know we have people chiming in online. Princess Nazam Amar and Shalom sis, how you doing? You'll clap it up for everybody in the chat. Be more entertainment. Say we love this truth. No sign Christ. Meek checking in from Pittsburgh. Shalom sis, how you feeling? UK Princess Sapphire, come on, you'll clap it up, man. Look, honor that chat. They get ceremony on all the way through. UK Princess Shalom sis from North Carolina. Bond Dog, Shalom, Lord of Christ. Yapasha, Woken Eyes. Shalom from the slavery, brother. I feel you. I feel you. You down there on that plantation rocking it out, Woken Eyes. Don't worry about it, man. We're going to be off from that plantation real soon. You're going to own the plantation. Princess Manawath out there from Oakland. Shalom says, how you doing? Akal Shapar, as usual, Virginia, checking in. Navada, or Nadaba, checking in also. Shalom, Batharawana, checking in from California. Yakwa also checking in. Kushab Laya checking in as well. Shalom says, how you doing? Are we rocking, man? We're gonna rock and roll tonight. Again, if you all have any questions, anything you all know of, feel free to chime in the chat and chime in for sure with your opinions and anything you wanted to say, anything you wanted to get up into. Definitely feel free to rock out with it. You know what I mean? So where we going? Where we going now, kid? Where we looking to head to?
So like you said you letting people on the show? We about to battle them?
Oh no! I said jump in the chat. You see, Kapash, I could tell you didn't do that that test in school where you say the fans is red and pass the message on.
Oh yeah.
By the time the message reached, Kapash passed the message. He said build a space to the moon. So Kapash say, what you say there? We going battle on college campuses like Charlie K. Yeah, man. Oh shit. Hold on, where's that? Oh boy, death is without, boy. That should sound like it was right there. Death and without. Go ahead, so what?
Yeah, and just like how you see how everything is trickled down, they even trickle straight down, to the Caribbean, and it is like on a news article it was saying that with anybody in the Caribbean, make any remarks or comment on that, the visa could be revoked now, or or they don't want them in the country. It's like, wait, good night.
What?
Yeah.
Make any remarks on what?
On the unaliving of Charlie Cook.
So they don't want nobody talking about it.
No, so one time is like a bully. So I want nobody down here outside of the country talking about this. So if you're talking about it, we don't need it. You don't need it in America. I say good night. Say
Damn. Yes, you'll be seeing all them people getting fired also behind it.
Yeah.
One comment. One comment.
I'm gonna check my neck, man.
I seen this white boy. He was just enraged, punching the wall, crying because that was his only job. And I saw that. I was like, you see, that's how we've been feeling like for the last 400 years. The way he feeling at this moment, we've been feeling like that for 400 years, and here we are still. You know.
Well, he could go do Uber, Cap. He could go do DoorDash.
In his mind, it seemed like he resorted to like, my life is spent. I'm done.
Well, they better keep an eye on him because he gonna find somebody to take it out on.
Absolutely.
Come. If I could, sir, they creating more of what happened to Charlie Kirk. You know what I'm saying? These these Republicans or these right wingers with their power and their authority now, they feel like they want to reverse all of the years of what they call affirmative action and DEI, but they don't realize that they ostracizing their own people. You know what I'm saying? They are creating a circumstance where these cats feel like they being abused and taken advantage of. And we see how they handle, you know what I'm saying, disagreements. We see how they handle stress and frustration. They go to the college campus and get a, 20-8 and send a line right through your neck. You know what I'm saying? So the Republicans call themselves, cracking down on hate speech and, people speaking against the government, but really all they're doing is creating more of the same of what caused the unaliving of Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
So look at the article. Yeah, I can read it.
If I could, Captain, it's like they made this guy a super uber white celebrity of all time. Flags have masks. The Charlie. That's all I've been seeing. The stupidity, and of all the news about Charlie Kirk. So much so they even started to compare him to Martin Luther King as a civil rights leader. Which is like there's no comparison. In terms of the narrative, because this guy was just pushing white supremacy, whereas the other one wanted to join white supremacy. Which is ridiculous.
Yep. Go ahead. So listen, they're gonna make him Jesus Christ in a second. Now they're gonna do away with Caesar Borgia and give and everybody Christianity. The patron of Christianity is just gonna be Charlie Kirk. Of course, because thanks to the UPK, if the Lord of hand, everybody know now Christ was a black man. So now Christ was a black man. Don't be surprised that they're just erecting a new Caesar Borgia in the earth where was a real white man. So there ain't no archaeology to dig up to say that Charlie Kirk was black. You know what I mean?
And if I could, and Trump as God.
There you go.
Trump is God, and Charlie is a sensible, white Jesus.
Right, or Trump is the Holy Spirit. Is God the Father, Charlie Kirk the Son, and Trump the Holy Spirit. They reckon a whole new Trinity in the earth. I mean, go ahead, so
Can. Right, this is from the Trinidad Guardian, right? They say U.S. visa warning to foreigners celebrating Kirk's death. The recent killing of U.S. conservative political activist Charlie Kirk had stirred reactions across the political spectrum. But for those celebrating his death online, the United States is making it clear they are not welcome in the country. In a post to X, formerly Twitter, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said, "America will not host foreigners who celebrate the death of our fellow citizen. Visa revokings are underway. If you are on a visa cheering on the public assassination of a political figure, prepare to be deported. You are not welcome in this country."
Good night, Irene. You got to be kidding. You have got to be. Hold on, I'm trying to find. I have the picture here, but it's for some reason it's blurry as hell. Yeah. What date was this? So up?
That was. I think was today's what, Wednesday, probably Monday. Yesterday, the 20. Let's go back.
No sweat.
Yeah.
That is wild, dog. That is absolutely wild. So they're saying like Charlie Kirk, how, your opinion about Charlie Kirk is going to impact immigration and border control.
Yeah.
Like that is crazy. So when all them people was glorifying Trayvon Martin with his Skittles bag, you remember? And doing the poses with his Skittles bag. I mean, listen, all the lesson to learn here is this: we in the oppressor's kingdom, he gonna do what the hell he wanna do.
Come.
You know what I mean? He is going to do what the hell he wanna do. You should go build your kingdom. Like this, and this thing is so goddamn blurry. I can't even find a more. Let me hold on. Let me try it one more time. Let me try and reload this thing one more time. Like that is crazy right there. That is something absolutely mad. You know what I mean? Oh, here we go. All right. Here we go. No, not this one. There's me one. Okay. It says U.S. warns foreign nationals glorifying Kirk assassination could cost you a visa. Washington, D.C., September 11th. U.S. State Department issued I don't know what that's supposed to be, stacker, whatever, warning, foreigners who glorify assassinations of conservative Charlie Kirk online may face denials or revocations. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the same thing you just read. So that's the same verbiage that that they say in there, where they down there saying you can't say nothing. Meanwhile, they had they reveled with Trayvon Martin. You get the point? They reveled with everybody else. They reveled with George Floyd. They reveled with Eric Garner. They said I could breathe just fine. You know what I mean? Like the way, the extent they go on. This is, man, if this is not waking you up to want to build your own nation, I don't know what will. I really, really don't know what will.
Slocking cap, if I may.
Yeah, please. Slocking.
Just real quick, very short. I just wanted to point out, you could tell that they made that with some Chat GPT or AI, because none of the words.
The wording is horrible.
Sense. Yeah,
the wording is horrible, but they don't give a damn.
Yep.
They don't give a damn.
Hey, shalom, Captain. I thought you have sugar thought.
Well, now talking to y'all, you have some sugar thought, man.
It's saying 1 day ago, so.
Yeah, man.
1 day ago?
Cancel.
No sign crack. Go ahead, Kazak.
Kawakan, sir. It's this statement right here. This is a real statement from the United States government. This is hypocrisy on so many levels, and it's like the Lord is showing His people that these are hypocrites. It's like I said, if you could put the picture of that statement back up on the very last line or the second to last line.
Okay.
Right, yeah, the last line. If you cheer violence, don't expect to be welcome in America. Last time I checked, you Americans celebrate the violence and the slaughter of the Native Americans every year on pretty consistent. Thanksgiving is nothing more than the celebration and the cheering of what your forefathers did to the Native Americans, the real owners of this land. So for you to now make the statement, you people that cheer violence don't belong in America, you devils, you pick and choose when you want to have morality. You pick and choose when you want to care about issues. And really, you're proving that you don't have any moral ground to tell us about this. Like, you don't have any moral ground. It'd be different if you were a people that respected and honored the fact, and apologized for the violence that your forefathers committed against the Native Americans, the Tainos, the Hispanics, Black people. But you're a people that when we bring up what Thanksgiving is all about, they had a whole movement pushing back against Thanksgiving. I don't know if y'all remember, There was a whole movement where white people were saying Thanksgiving, like they were trying to recreate history. Thanksgiving is a time we got to be thankful, and it doesn't have anything to do with this. I remember, and like you trying to hold on to something that has violent origins, that is the celebration of violence. But then now you say America, people that cheer on violence is now welcome in America. To cheer on violence is American. That's it's absolutely American to cheer violence, to be violent, and to cheer it on, and to make movies about it, and to make songs about it, and to just it's everything about American culture to be violent. And it really, the Lord is just, if you watching this, man, and if you Black, Hispanic, or Native American, you better wake up and realize these people are hypocrites, man. And I don't understand how you could do it, how you can listen to a hypocrite. I can't do it. There's something in me that the moment I see somebody's doing something different than what they're saying, it's real hard for me to now take what they say serious. But for some reason, y'all still follow the white man, and he's a hypocrite. So like it.
Yep. Right. Yep. You absolutely right about that. Like you go through the whole images of like the cops from January 6th, brother. Them niggas had to go get therapy and to get help. You know, they was killing themselves after such a violent act. You know what I mean? And they celebrated it. Remember, they was like, "Where's Pence? We want Pence." How is that not violent? You know what I mean? How is that not violent, or a want for violence, or a lust for violence, like you're saying?
If I could, if I may, sir, remember during Trump's candidacy when, quote unquote, he got shot in the ear, they did not put up a fist. It's like fight, 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 and everybody cheered, fight, fight. You know, they made shirts, they made hats, you know, they made you call them things, inspirational cards and all that. Fight, fight, fight with his image. You know, come on, man. It's ridiculous.
They sure did. They sure. Listen, look at this image here, brother. The cop said he couldn't breathe. They broke his mask, and he felt the crowd. I mean, pressing against his body, like he was being squashed at. And you saying that, listen, let the oppressor exercise all the power that the Lord gave him to exercise. Our kingdom is going to be next. And you should not complain about how we run our kingdom.
That's right.
Because you're not going to like it.
Go ahead. So like that's what you were saying. You remember George Floyd? When they was making fun of us on George Floyd and saying I can't breathe. They had a whole, you know what I mean, these white boys had whole skits, you know what I mean, and laughing at the, you know what I mean, at you know what I mean, a brother having his life snuffed out by, you know what I mean, by an illegal maneuver.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like nobody crowd for that. And just to add to what you were saying too, you I don't know if you saw the video, the clip I sent you.
Yeah, I have it right here. Just, what minute you want?
To the 7 seconds, just to add to what Captain Ash was saying before about Chat GPT. You know what I mean? Like these devils don't create you know what I mean, a mechanism where they could just throw things inside the computer and the computer will start spitting stuff back out there. Listen to this.
And they call us lazy now.
I mean, I'm telling you.
Listen, if they could make AI go home to that wife they hate, they would do it. They would absolutely do it.
Volume, so like you can.
It's not doing it.
No volume, Salaki.
Hold on. What about now?
No volume.
La sir.
Okay, hold up. All right, hold on.
And just like how we saying to, you know, I mean, we go out in the streets, you know what I mean, to teach. You know what I mean? These oppressors, you know what I mean, lying to them is like it's like a hobby. You know what I mean? They lie for fun. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean, to listen to the news and to see, you know what I mean, these devils, the way they run in the kingdom, you know what I mean, you could clearly see they're not fit to run the kingdom.
Yeah.
And they only run in the kingdom, you know what I mean, the Bible, you know what I mean, is as plain as like they only run in the kingdom because you know what I mean, we made the Lord jealous.
That's
You know,
right.
we anger the Lord.
Right.
That is the only reason why they're running the earth right now.
That's
Then
right.
they're not equipped. They no way, you know what I mean. And the intellect is not there. There's no honor. There's no integrity. Nothing. They say this was Kash Patel. They say
Yeah.
he could mess the whole case up with the with this devil who looking like, you know what I mean, like he cute cool as a cucumber in court, listening to his charges brought out. You know what I mean? He is cool as a cucumber. You wouldn't see no expression on that man's face. None whatsoever. You know what I mean? And the Kash Patel, I think is the FBI director. Man, he messing up. He calling wrong timestamp. You know what I mean, saying things that wasn't him there. You know what I mean? Like he messing up. You know what I mean? Like if that dude get a good lawyer, oh brother, I'm telling you, you might get off.
Yep.
If I could, sir, to piggyback on what you're saying, Kash Patel messed up the case so bad before they even had the guy that got locked up. Now he made a post on social media saying we got the suspect, we locked him up, and there's a they, you know, this cat's already coming out saying that whoever his lawyer is going to be, all they got to do is pull up some. It's like a double prosecution type of defense where you already released information saying you caught the perpetrator of the crime. It's impossible that I'm the perpetrator of the crime unless you were lying when you put a post on social media. Like all of this unprofessionalism and just it's like we're getting to see firsthand what happens when the rulership is not based on merit. It's not based on your skills and your ability to do the job. It's just because you brown-nosed and groveled before Donald Trump's feet. He just put you in a position, and it's showing right now that these cats are unfit to do any of what it is that they responsible to do right now.
Listen, Job said I wouldn't even set them to watch my dog.
Job
said I would not set them to watch my animals.
Brother, that coming to pass this there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like remember when Donald Trump told the media that he didn't know about the Qatar?
Yeah.
That he knew about a week, you know what I mean, 5 days before. This lying. This fault line. But I don't know if you get that joint. You can play it.
I have it ready. I definitely have it ready here for you. Let me know if y'all could hear it now.
As to where
it's good?
Yeah. Yes, sir. We are in this conversation now. Let's roll this.
These reports should be taken seriously, but honestly, the Israeli responses are becoming so boring. You know, they say the same thing every time. They're producing the responses by ChatGPT these days, and they spend so much money in the foreign ministry on propaganda. You think that they would actually come up with something original. I would want them to engage with the evidence, but they never engage with the evidence. They put the report into ChatGPT, and then they put out the standard response. So no one takes it seriously, and Jamie, you shouldn't either.
And so this is how.
Damn, that's it. You want to play some more? Copy there.
So yeah. I think you get the gist of it.
Them men have a ghostwriter. I thought that was a Drake problem. I thought it was Drake is the only one who had a ghostwriter. But they have a whole ghostwriter going on. They ain't coming with no original bars. That's what you're trying to tell me.
Yep.
Them men boring bars.
Yeah. They're getting accused of genocide. Something that they accuse the Nazi of doing to them.
Yep.
And they using a computer to spit out the response to a report. That's to show you who really running this place. It's just like I heard someone saying too. It's just like when the Nazis were around. I mean, when he was in Nazi Germany, you couldn't speak out against the Nazi. When Stalin and thing was in power, you cannot speak out. You couldn't speak out against the Soviet Union. When in North Korea, you can't speak out against the North Korean leader. In China, you can't do it. But in America, you can't speak out against who? And that is who running the place.
Right.
You fully well have, freedom of speech when it comes to America. But when it comes to the so-called small hats, you cannot speak out against them. But now the Lord taking that reputation from them. They're taking it. He's taking it from them. And now everybody is, everybody labeling them right now. And to them, they're just like this. They're basically like Eddie Long, being what you call it when Eddie Long had said, well, he like David and he intro one stone. One stone as yet. They're basically like that right now. They're being cornered, and America going down with them, which means, this place fitting to go to World War. It's just a matter of time. Just like on a chessboard where you move your pawn, you move your rook, and sometime or the other, you're gonna have to start moving pieces, big pieces. You know what I mean? And stuff could just start being cleaned up off that board. You know what I mean? Because there are tons of protests going on right now, like Nepal. I mean, if you all heard about Nepal. Them youths and them rising up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sir. Also, I heard France is overthrowing their government. France got a full Viva la Revolution going on over there, and the news is not really trying to report it. You know what I'm saying? And all of these things that's transpiring and taking place is prophecies Commander General Yahanna been teaching, us all these years are coming to pass. Like we really truly living in the beginning of the end. And now is the time for brothers and sisters to come back to the Lord, man, because if you try to figure your way out of this thing logically, being Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, there's no logical way that we're going to escape, what's coming down. The only way that you're going to be able to have peace is if you stand with the Most High and put your faith and your trust in the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And it's just as it was in the days of Egypt before, you know what I'm saying? The Lord is trying to get his people to recognize that he's the only way. You know what I mean? So I thank the Most High for Commanding General Yahanna, you know what I'm saying, for the generals and the captains and the officers of the ISUPK, because this word and this truth that we pushing is absolutely, integral in brothers and sisters being able to find their way out of this hell, because there is no way out. These other nations, like one more thing, these other nations got to go to war. They got to pick up guns. You know what I'm saying? Like the scriptures say in Joel, you know what I'm saying? Let the weak say that I am strong. Well, our strength lies in us turning to the Most High, man, overcoming our faults and the things that make us weak. Now is the time to be strong in the Lord. Now is the time to overcome your carnality and things in your flesh that want you to be weak. Now is the time to find your strength in the spirit of the Most High in Christ.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
And if I could say one quick thing, I just seen on the news today that some other European countries have bolstered up their armies near Venezuela, and that Russia is doing a military drill with 100,000 soldiers with Belarus.
And
so
fight NATO.
And Poland supposedly shutting down their border with Belarus. So
let me ask you, Russia is doing it with Belarus or against Belarus?
No, with Belarus. Yeah. Belarus is allied.
Belarus is a Russian. Yeah, I think it's a Russian territory. Is it? I think Belarus is short for Belaruso or Belarussia or something like that. When you look it up,
it's Russians in Belarus. So it's like
I think it's down there like an extension of it. Like how Austria and Poland, really is like extensions of Germany.
Yeah, like Puerto Rico extension of America.
Something like that. It's something like that with Belarus. So go ahead, Dukapash.
No, that was the main things. And it said France and I think Netherlands or some other European allies have put forces supposedly to help America fight the drug cartels in Venezuela. So they get ready to pounce on little Venezuela, on our brothers down there. And like Captain Ithaka said, they putting pieces all over. They trying to put pieces here, pull little pieces here. And if you know in chess, once you eventually get enough pieces in there and they locked in place, you got to start taking pieces off the board. Then you got to start attacking.
Yep. You're right.
Eventually, it ain't gonna be no more place to position. You got to take something.
Yep.
So,
Jimmy Cash said the same thing. Russia and Belarus are running World War III drills together.
Yes, sir.
He also said France went broke since they can't steal from Africa no more. Them Hamites kicked them out. That's a heavy point too, because France was already struggling, I think, from about 8 or 9 years ago when they had that civil servant strike. And then now them Hamites started revolt. Of course, they didn't recover from COVID. Them Hamites started revolt. A lot of them territories they didn't really have control over. France is like the poor hoe with a bad face right now. You have one of the biggest commodities on the earth, which is a vagina, but nobody don't want it. So they go into whoever willing to lay and pay. Yeah, I mean, France has always been down bad.
You know what I mean? If I may, sir,
please.
Also, there's reports saying that Ethiopia is ready to go to war against Eritrea.
Eritrea.
Yeah.
Damn.
They're getting ready to go down with them. There was another report. Now, me and Captain Natsazak, we was looking for some. I'm not going to mention it right now. But he said he seen the article earlier, but it seems like they took it down, and it has to do with Israel.
Well, let's see. Let's wait. It's going to come back up, or somebody else going to post whatever they take down. You know, this internet, you know, those tech savvy people who know how to code and shit, they could go back and find your old post.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And listen, also too, just to go back on what Officer Sawap was saying, like it makes sense to me now because I saw a post yesterday, and they were saying some of the Jamaican artists was coming up against Buju Banton for making a sympathetic post to Charlie Kirk.
Oh, man.
Buju said, you know, Charlie, oh no, not you, and then took it down quickly. And I kind of understand what's going on with him now. Like Buju, he done felt the brunt of the LGBTQ and white supremacy.
Yeah.
And he's trying to go hungry no more.
Yeah.
So he made that post to make sure they know, don't touch my visa, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
My visa, I could tour now, I could sell out concerts out there in Florida with DJ Khaled. Don't touch my visa. I'm gonna say whatever I need to say. Don't touch my visa. And that's probably really what it was. I don't think he honestly believed that shit. But he's damn near dog whistling to let you know, okay, I'll be done with the program. But they say he removed it. Because so much of them artists was like, nigga, what the hell you talking about?
Yeah.
This evil shit he was saying about black people. You know what I mean? So like this thing right here, this here is the mark of the beast coming alive. This is everything coming to, you know, the prophecy coming to pass.
And just to add to what you're saying too, like I don't know how, you know what I mean, how true it is or if they're really going to implement it, but it seems as if they I was hearing that that you know what I mean, you coming across here right now, they, you know what I mean, they could ask you for your phone, basically.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
Ask you for you know what I mean, your computer, you know what I mean, and to scrub the, you know what I mean, the internet to see, you know what I mean, what you're all about. And that there is, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, that there is Nazi type, you know what I mean, Germany you're talking about.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's what they do. You remember what Passover was that? I think the one in Raleigh. Remember UK came through Boston. That's what they did.
Yeah.
That's definitely what they did.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, they held up UK in Boston for no damn reason. No damn reason. Wanted phones, all kind of shit. You know what I mean? For it, I'm trying to pull this damn picture up here. I wonder if I could see it. Hold up.
if I may, sir, also they was talking about Trump was talking about declaring Antifa as a terrorist organization. To what extent he gonna push that? Yeah.
They absolutely need to. You know what I mean?
Yes,
they
sir.
absolutely need to. Hold on. I think I found the damn thing right here. Bear with me. There we go. Yeah, this is what they're saying here going on with him. Yeah, it says, Buju Banton under fire after post about Charlie, right? And the comments is, ridiculous. Buju lost his way. He really had a great amount of respect for him, but he lost me on that post. Visa gone a morning. You understand? Like that's really what this is about. You know what I mean? Like he say, does he think it's Charlie Blacks? Charlie Blacks is an artist from Jamaica. So this person is mocking Buju, saying he probably think it's Charlie Blacks got shot and not Charlie Cook. But that's the oppressed, that's the mark of the beast right there. Like he's not going to let you buy or sell. He's not going to let you do things. He's not going to let you do commerce. He's going to cut you out economically. If you don't take, his mark, if you don't take whatever he wants. Like we live in, prophecy. We live in right now what's happening in the earth. Like I said, man, these next 4 years, if Christ ain't back yet, you really going to have to declare which God you serve.
And
You're
if I
going
could,
to have to decide which Lord you bend the knee to. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Kapash. Slack you.
Khan, and what you're saying is 100% correct. I was just listening to Captain Tazariak's last panel discussion that he just put up on Captain Tazariak TV.
Right.
And man, I didn't know coons like that was even still existing.
You thought there was in a museum, Kapash. You thought there was fossils.
Hey, I thought we did enough work out here to at least get that. Because some of them and a lot of them was real sincere. They was, and when I say sincere, I mean like they really meant what they were saying about basically they were covering for the oppressor. They were caping. That's how they call it in the young people call it. It was caping, like how you put on a superhero cape and try to save somebody. They was caping for the oppressor, and and for black people to still be doing that in 2025 with access to all the internet, all the UPK, all the talking heads, all the last should be waking up from the last, even just this past election. What you're saying is heavy because a lot of them, one of the points they were making, Captain Mashak, was the job thing. Oh, you gotta watch what you're saying because they could mess with your money, they could take your job. So and then some bolder brothers was in there. I don't give a damn about none of that, and I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. But other ones was still trying to bring that out and make that a standard for our people. Like we should all have to be mindful of not use our freedom of speech and don't speak too much because you could lose your job. Like, damn, losing the job make you don't even be black no more. So it's getting rough. It's getting rough. Like the scriptures say, he had the devil know he had but a short time.
Yeah.
So his wrath has come. So he's coming down more when before he wouldn't come after your job for a lot of the like racial stuff, at least that black people were saying. They were firing oppressors for like calling us niggas and having like an outburst. They had a time where they were doing that, but they wasn't really firing blacks for that. So if black people getting that in their mind, they could really stifle progress. For like the scriptures say, no cowards. UPK, no cowards, man. We can't be a people by being cowards. That's all.
Listen, you so right about that. Like once again, the Christian Church, the Democratic Party, all the institutions we as a people that we put our faith into, they done failed us to the point where we really not prepared for anything on this level. We can't do it. We can't respond to it the right way. We can't we don't have the words to say. If I could just get Colossians 4 and 6. If somebody could grab that for me real quick. Colossians 4 and 6. Go ahead.
Colossians
I
4
got
and
it,
6,
Captain.
right?
I got it.
Mhm.
It says Colossians 4 and 6. Let
You
your
could let,
speech.
the officer read that. You could let the officer
Okay,
read.
come.
No sweat.
The book of Colossians, chapter 4 and verse 6. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how you ought to answer every man.
Right? How that you may know how you ought to answer every man. And that's what we fully master here in the Israelite School of UPK under command of General Yahanna. We've been taught the art of war. We actually been taught and we live what you read some book about, talking about the art of war and something 48 laws of power and all that bullshit. You reading 48 laws of power, but you scared to make a post because they're gonna take your wooden floor, fiddler. You don't know what to say because you haven't been taught. If you've been taught, you would know how to fight this battle against your oppressor. You would know what to say. There is no law of the land that would conflict with how the Lord, the laws of the Lord or His Spirit or how He wants to operate. Right? There's none. You come in here, you're gonna know what to say, how to say it. A lot of you all lost your mind about what 10 years ago now. I thought was Liberty Place in Philly.
Yeah.
Could be about 10, maybe 12 years ago when
Yeah.
Commander got on NBC News and said, what did they say? They say you all a hate group. Commander General Yahanna, he is a man, he is seasoned. He has his speech always with grace, seasoned with salt. So he knows how to answer every man, whether it's NBC, CBC, who BC. He knows how to answer every man. And he said, we don't hate white people, God does. He understands how to go to war. He understands this shit is chess and not checkers. And if you paying attention, you know how to answer this Charlie Kirk thing. You know how to fully answer it. Poor sister down there in Texas lost her mind because she wants the white man's love. They're arguing with the oppressor and crying and bawling until she done broke God's law. Leave this to the professionals, man. Leave it to the professionals. You listen to what the ISUPK has to say about every and all things.
That's right.
Every and all things, and you will know how to handle this thing, what to say, when to say it. There's a time for everything under the sun. And we in the time of showing the oppressor a mirror.
Yeah.
That's the time we're in right now. We in a time of showing the oppressor a mirror.
That's right.
Letting him know his hypocrisy. Like what officer, because Zach just ran down there with the penchant and the taste, the appetite for violence that they say they don't want. Violence is okay. So cheering it on and supporting it is okay as long as they're doing it. But anybody else is a problem. No problem, devil. Your kingdom. You do what the hell you want to do. You understand? But if you out there, you want to tune into the Israelite School of UPK so you know what to say and when to say. Papa, they just never been taught. They just never been taught. They've been taught by the Christian church, which is, making sure they yield to their lust more than anything else instead of being disciplined, honorable, brotherly warriors for the Most High in Christ. They just don't know. They just do not know. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Slack, sir, what do y'all think about all the left wingers?
You froze up big time, Awarium. You might have to go out and come back in. If you're hearing, I don't know if you're hearing. You might have to go out and come back in, Awarium.
Yes, Slack, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Try it again.
Yeah, I was saying, what's y'all take on the exodus, the mass exodus of a lot of left wingers leaving the Democratic Party over what happened to Charlie K?
Damn, I did not hear about that. Is there a story on that?
Yeah, Khan. So there's a lot of people. I've been watching it closely. It's been so many people. They've been going on there. One sister, who was a left winger, she said she was always taught that words that the right wing use are violence, but it looks like we're the one doing all the violence. And they said the last 10 shootings, something like that, was all from the left wing. So a lot of them are confused and they don't even know where to go because they're like, they don't want to go to the Republicans, but they can't stay with the Democrats because of this.
So hold on, explain to me. They're Democrats, but they saying they're leaving the Democratic Party because of what?
Because of the violence, like the killing of Charlie K, along with the celebration on the left side.
On the left, so they're saying the Democrats and Democratic supporters are supporting and cheering for what happened to Charlie K. Oh boy, I worry you froze again.
Sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Did you hear the question?
Yeah, come on, sir. They're saying they don't want to stay on the left side or the Democrat because of the assassinations of not only the assassination of Charlie K, all the things. They brought up the shooting at the Catholic school. They brought up a bunch of things. And someone was saying it looks like we're the violent party. And they basically saying that they were taught that words of violence, like for example, you can't have abortion, that's violence towards us. But it looks like we're doing the actual violence. So it was interesting to see a lot of people leaving the Democratic Party.
Damn, if you have an article on it, man.
If I may to add to that, because I'm checking out the news also, it's a lot of those right wingers who get on their podcasts and say, you see, look, it's those left wingers that are doing this and that and the third, which makes them the Democrats who are afraid to be Democrat and want to switch sides. They're hearing that and it's like it's younger in their memory. But and it's crazy how they'll just equate it to a political party versus what we see, which is his Esau, his kids are doing it. He's doing the violent things. But they want to narrow it down to no, it was the Republicans or it was the Democrats, destroying or blurring the lines of what reality is.
Right.
I think that right there it stems from them just believing the stupidity that comes out of this devil's mouth.
And to add to what Captain Ash and what I'm saying too, you know what I mean? I think the oppressor, he has a short-term memory. She don't remember January 6th? Who was them? Were they Democrats or Republican? What they don't understand is the oppressor, if he doesn't have his way, he is going to be violent.
Yep.
You understand? If the Democrats was in power, the Republicans will be the violent one. You understand? If the Republican in power, the Democrats going to be the violent one.
Right.
That's just it. Like, she just looking for an excuse just to leave her party. She, you know what I mean? She just like any oppressor who's disloyal.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I think you're absolutely right, Kat. I think this is just the loss was too much to take.
Yeah.
I think they just mad. They just saw losers and can't take the L 4 more years of this. And of course, Trump is making them look bad with all these executive decisions. Because I'm sure the constituents is asking them, well, listen, how come y'all couldn't do this when y'all was in power? Look, he doing it.
Mm-hmm.
He puts in things in play just by the stroke of a pen. He don't need a ton of Congress shit. He just doing this. And if he can't get them to support him, he vetoed the shit called, executive order, state of emergency, and he just doing it. How come you couldn't do this for us? Like, imagine he's saying, if you even talk about this, you're going to get you out of the country, you're going to lose your job, whatever. Meanwhile, they allowed professional people who had jobs to say, I can breathe just fine. And take pictures with Skittles.
Yep.
Take pictures with Skittles and a hoodie on and posed. And brother, people was being Trayvon Martin slaughtered for Halloween.
Yep.
their Halloween costume was Trayvon Martin's attire with the Skittles and the whatever drink he was drinking.
And George Zimmerman's signature.
And Zimmerman's signature.
Yep.
So now you got to look at it and be like, the Democrats done failed at being a politician, which is how you failing at that shit.
Mm-hmm.
How you failing at being a liar? How you fail at being, a pimp for money?
Mm-hmm.
How are you failing about that? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right? If I could, Cap, go ahead. I'm gonna get to this after.
I just to add to the same, Charlie K, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was glorifying what's his name? Kyle Rittenhouse. Had him on stage playing, music, like really glorifying him for the what's that? The Second Amendment.
Yeah,
right.
for him, quote unquote, defending himself in Kenosha.
Yeah, and alive, and I think two brothers.
Yeah, two. I think it's one, and the other two was shot. They were shot very badly, but he definitely put on one.
Right.
He definitely put on one. I think it was two devils, though. I think one brother got hit, but the two main ones was devils. You get the point?
You understand?
You know what I mean?
Like they're violent. It ain't no question about it. And they and I think Jim Muhammad brought it out also too, right? Where they, there are 1,000 problems, but there's one way just to deal with it, and that's to by the gun.
Mm-hmm.
That's their way of dealing with problems, and not just base problems when it comes to us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's violence.
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't know what that woman is saying. Democrats, the Republicans, they're all violent. They're all.
Same. Listen, if you want to divide it up, Cap, the North and the South fought a war. You mean to tell me they couldn't get a debate together and whoever win the debate keep the slaves?
Right.
What are we talking about violence? The national anthem is about war.
Yep.
We're talking about glorifying violence.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I could, I just want to address Dragon 97. I have no doubt he's a white man, right? He said it wasn't right to make fun of George Floyd's death, but man, I guess he means to say that man was a criminal that y'all make out to be an angel. First of all, nobody ever made him out to be an angel or a demon. This was about straight up and down murder. This was about straight up and down murder, Dragon 97. And you at least you are an honest devil to say it was not right to make fun of George Floyd's death. Now let me ask you, Dragon 97, was George Floyd's death cold-blooded murder? Was George Floyd's death cold-blooded murder? I just want to hear that from you. He said that's cap. They did make him out to be some glorified angel. First of all, don't say that's cap. That's black talk, and you're a white man. So don't try to talk black, to make a point. Just make a point, right? Was for your people, not necessarily you, but your people made George Floyd out to be a career criminal to justify him dying, and in response, Black people came out and said that's not true. If you perceive that as we making him out to be an angel, you are absolutely wrong. Now, was George Floyd's death cold-blooded murder? All right. He said, according to the evidence, I wouldn't say it was cold-blooded murder, but I do believe maybe better training could have been prevented. So what would they have done if they were better trained, Dragon 97? What would they have done if they were better trained? What would they have done to George Floyd to make things better? Just tell me, what could they have done? Right? He said, I could talk how I want, broski. That's how I wanted to talk. Use all that, European language. You use all of that, what is called them Nordic languages. Use all of that shit, right? Lead the cap thing for the blacks and Latinos. Lead out all that nice talk, that swaggy talk that you all like to what's the word they call appropriate. Leave that for us. Leave that for us until you're willing to appropriate our suffering the same way.
Right.
Until you're willing to appropriate our oppression and discrimination, leave the language alone. Go ahead, Cap.
Just to add to what you're saying too, is the same thing like when it comes to narrative, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the Andrew Jackson to us will be a cold-blooded murderer. You understand? But to the oppressor, he is a hero.
Mm-hmm.
He's a hero. He's a criminal. What he did to the Native Indians, that Trail of Tears. But to America, he's a hero. His picture is painted up a show in the White House.
Yep.
Donald Trump's look up to him. So what you talking about? And that's the problem with white people. White people only look at black people like criminals, and that's because of the news. They go dig up anything you could find on a black man when he died. In national, on national television in HD.
Mm-hmm.
Go look up anything. Oh, he a criminal. So that means he has no rights.
Well, that's what I'm trying to ask this devil here. I'm trying to ask this devil this thing here. Now he did respond, Cap, if I could. He said they train them to have their knees on suspects that are restrained. He was on drugs and had previous breathing issues. That all played. He did not have previous breathing issues. That was a lie. Or else he would not have been able to, drive from one place to the other and do whatever else. Why not? Let me ask you this, Dragon. Why not just arrest him and take him to jail and book him and fingerprint him? He didn't resist. They put him down. He said, all right, I'm down. Why keep your knee on the suspect's neck for how much was it? 16 minutes? Anybody remember exactly?
How much minutes it was, right?
It was 8 minutes. 8 minutes and 56 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
8 minutes, 56 seconds. So, Dragon, why not just, you already have him down and handcuffed, why not just get him up, put him in the damn car and take him to the cell? Why not do that? Let me give you one further, Dragon 97. Dylan Storm Roof executed, 9 black Christians in AME Baptist Church in South Carolina?
Yeah.
They didn't put their knee on his neck. They took him for Burger King.
That's right.
They took him for a meal. And with the cuffs in front. And then walked him into the prison. Why George Floyd wasn't afforded that? And seeing that if he had breathing problems, Dragon 97, shouldn't it be more compassion to say, well, listen, he have breathing problems. Get him up. We're trying to charge him, not kill him. Can you answer that, Dragon 97? Because you seem like you want to be honest, because you actually said it. It was wrong to mock George Floyd. You said it. Can you answer that part, please? I think one of the sisters here, your Pasha, she said they could have just not killed him. Give the sister a hand. She's absolutely right.
That's right.
They could have just not killed him. That's what they could have done. They could have just not killed him. I see, Dragon. You ain't typing so fast right now. Or is your Dragon?
Hey, sir, can I say something? Can I say something back to what Captain and I brought up about Andrew Jackson? Yeah. You could think about, and also it would be tying into the delineation of that nation, trying to hide or mask or cover their murderous ways. How many, during the days of Andrew Jackson, how many reports were out there saying, well, you see these savages, that, we got to move them out of these territories because if not, we're not safe. We can't have them around our children. You see the news, they're scalping people, they're doing this and that and the third. It's the same thing in 2025. You know what I'm saying? And of course, these devils love to, keep that narrative going because they want to paint themselves to be the all innocent, holier than thou people. when they really the villains of the planet Earth. I land.
And if I could say something real quick on the matter, it says here, I typed in what crime was George Floyd going to be charged with before his death. It said George Floyd was going to be charged with passing a counterfeit $20 bill. A store employee at Cup Foods in Minneapolis had called the police to report it that Floyd had used a fake bill to make a purchase. So somebody so-called using a fake 20, a fake dub, and you got to have your knee on his neck, and it was that, and AI said it was 9 minutes and 26 seconds, almost 10 minutes. But if you an oppressor, if you a European American, you can unalive a whole school and walk out without a scar. Does that make any sense? Like a lot of this stuff, to be honest, like when they talk about fatigue, a lot of this stuff is exhausting because the facts is right in front of the face. Like the prejudice, the discrimination is right in front of your face. Yet they sitting here in 2025 trying to make it seem like it's not that. It ain't racism. It's actually something else. It's actually according to the training. It's according to, he's saying he got to be trained or something, trained better. They train just fine. They taking in mass shooters.
Right.
With ARs. You never see them catch them. What the body footage of how they catch these mass shooters without having to even exchange no shots? Like, what do they do? How do they subdue the guy? Like, he just went in on a rampage. Do they just wait till he run out of bullets or something and then say, all right, calm down, man. It's just okay. It's like, that's the real training right there. We need to see that. Because it's ridiculous. How many mass shooters they done took alive? Is all of them. You ain't never heard of them having to shoot it out with a mass shooter.
Right.
So what is this guy talking about? Talking about some training and all this and that. What the scriptures say, the man of sin must be revealed. Like hopefully, Lord will, our people can get to the point one day where we just won't trust nothing they say.
Mm-hmm.
Because
absolutely,
that's where it's damn near got to get to be sane. You just can't trust nothing they say. Even their own president of this country said it's fake news out here. So that's the president. So who am I to believe it?
Yep. So, and if I could just jump in right there with you, right? I know Dragon 97. I guess he told his friends, the niggas is talking to the white boys tonight.
Yep.
We're gonna make this real short. I see another one came in here pretending to be Latino. He's absolutely not Latino. You know what I mean? You talking about a counterfeit 20. You a bootleg Latino. I know what a Latino is. You are Latino where the A is the ampersand. It's not the last, it's the L ampersand Tino. You L ampersand Tino. You're not a real Latino. But anyway, he said, let's go one step further. Why pass off fake money in the first place? Could have just not passed off some fake money. That would be valid if it was true. But a charge doesn't mean it's true. That's why they have to take you in, book you, and give you a court date so a judge can determine if it's true. Not only are these two, well, at least this one here, ignorant, you're also lawless if this is your argument.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Not only are you ignorant, but you're a lawless individual.
Right.
Dylan Storm Roof murdered 9 people. They took him in for a trial. They took him in so a judge could determine it. You saying he passed off printed paper and he's dead? And you saying, what did he say? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes?
Stupid prizes, yep.
So you saying that his end or his demise, it met his suspected crime? And Dylan Storm Roof, what he did is not? This display here by Alex Vasquez, the count of the Timo Latino, it just, he's really just trying to, he's really trying to, he's the Timo Latino. He's the one that they pay the tariffs for. He ain't the real deal. right? He's just trying to disrespect us tonight because this is the time the oppressor glorifies in our blood. Our bodies are in the streets and they are drunk off of the blood of the children of Israel. That's in the book of Revelation. Dragon 97, you are a devil. You are an oppressor, but you have a little bit of honesty in you. He said in no way was it justified for him to lose his life for it, but his actions have reactions and cause. I could halfway meet you there on the table with that one. I could meet you there at the table with that one, Dragon 97. But your friend who you just went on text that it took so long to reply, he's an idiot.
Yep.
He's an absolute idiot.
And
ignorant and lawless. And you are right. That doesn't justify him getting killed. Once again, in the UPK, we have a culture of law.
Right.
We have a culture of denying yourself what you want to do and doing what God wants to do. So we for sure know how to keep a law. We for sure know that in a situation, I have to do this by lawfully, by the book. I for sure know this is, I have to take him to court. I have to take him before the law. What those cops did was wrong, whether George Zimmerman was a career criminal or not. George Floyd was a career criminal or not. You have to take him before the law. George Floyd should be alive just like Dylan Storm Roof is alive.
Right.
The other brother, Michael Brown, should be alive just like this one here who just shot Charlie Kirk, whatever his name is. Just
Taylor,
like he's alive.
Tyler Robinson.
Tyler Robinson.
What about
Luigi? Hold on. What's his name? Tiger Robinson?
Tyler Robinson.
Tyler Robinson. Right? Give me somebody else. Eric Garner. Even though he had Lucy's and he was doing Lucy's or selling Lucy's or whatever, he should be alive. Just like what's the one you just called now?
Luigi.
Luigi Maglione or whatever. It's spaghetti man. He should be alive just like him. Just like what about the one who there was one before this cop in Pennsylvania. There was about a year ago. There was one in Pennsylvania.
What about the one in Albany?
Ranger. 1 second, Cap. He was a former ranger who was picking off cops. Went up in the mountains in Pennsylvania and was sniping cops from far. And they caught him. They bloodied his nose, but they caught him. They caught him and brought him in for justice. Why is it, Dragon? Why is it we have to be at the hands of you if you feel to be judge, jury, and executioner? But with your people, even when they unalive your loved ones, like Charlie Kirk, you let them see their day in court. You let Saddam Hussein see a judge. You let Saddam Hussein see a judge.
That's right.
But George Floyd died crying for his mother with some bastard knee on his neck. When Christ come back, what he is going to do to you and your people, you will have earned it. In that day, you will have earned the stupid prize for the stupid game you've played with us for hundreds of years.
Yes, right.
Right? He said, I'm talking about one case out of 1,000. If you have time, I'll give you 10,000.
Right.
I done did the research here. I done did the research of how much black men and women was lynched and assassinated on college campuses long before Kirk. I don't have it right here. I'll run it down for you. If you got time, I'll give you 10,000.
And that's a problem, and Cap, and that's a problem with Esau, and that's why the Bible call them beasts, because there's no reasoning with him.
No,
because all he sees is his people. He don't see the other side. He don't see that other side. You understand? Otherwise, he would have been treat black people the way they're supposed to be treating us.
Yep.
But they don't see that other side. They only see their point of view, their side of view. There's no reasoning with them. They're animals. Like we could sit on here and talk and tell white people how much, how evil they've been on the earth. You know what I mean? They will find one black man or two black men to paint as, the whole entire race. You understand? When, like...
They're absolutely heartless, and they don't have to have a heart because they're in power.
Yeah.
They're in power, and there's no obligation to them to have a heart, and that's the reason you should not be in power.
Yeah.
Because a man who should have absolute power should be a law unto himself. He should be able to govern himself to say, I can't do this. I cannot do that. I should not do this. I should not do that. He should have something what the Lord gave every human being, saying, I have a conscience. But you are unconscionable. You're conscienceless. Dragon, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Listen, I'm glad you brought up that. I didn't want to make this about you, but I'll answer this last one. And then we move on to Trey Reed for sure. He said, all right, I got one for you. I am a Ukrainian, and a black man just killed a Ukrainian girl on the bus for no reason. How do you guys feel about that? That quote unquote black man who did it was absolutely mentally disturbed, and he was wrong for doing it.
Yeah.
And he go face a judge and determine his mental state to see if this was something that he knew what he was doing, or he was under the influence of fentanyl or some other thing that caused him to do it. He was wrong for it. He should have never touched that girl. He should have never touched it. Now, I'm going to ask you, about 10 years ago, there's an Israeli national, a Jewish man called Elias Abu Azelam. Elias Abu Azelam. Let me see if I get his picture up here for you. Elias Abu Azelam left Israel in, somebody look it up for me, the exact year this was in. All right. Look it up for me, the exact year this was in. He left Israel, I want to say around 2010 or 11, and went first to Detroit. Went first, I think, to Detroit or somewhere up in the Midwest. And all he wanted to do was to stab, black and brown people. Is it showing?
No.
Nothing yet? Hold up. Anybody have the year just yet?
Listen, I'll look for it.
Right? And what he wanted to do was to stab black and brown people. And he would just pick out one or two stragglers and stick a knife in their abdomen and rip it straight up to their chest, and got black and brown people on the streets. He did it, I think, in Detroit. Then he went to Atlanta. Then he went to Virginia. He was doing it randomly all over. And black people were telling the police, this is a race crime, it's a hate crime, and giving the police his description. And police says they do not have any evidence that this was a serial killer or assaulter or anything like that. And he was able to go on to do everything until finally, I think some black people arrested him and called the police. All right, he's Israeli. He's a Jewish man. He did this. He did this.
Yeah.
How spell his name?
Elias, Elias, Abu Azelam, Abuelazam. Elias Abu Azelam.
It was in 2010.
It was in 2010. And brother, they arrested him and they put him in jail. He got to see a judge. He got to see a judge. Now, let me ask you something, Dragon. Should Elias Abu Azelam have had his day in court? Or should the police should the police have made quick work out of him? Because he played stupid games, so he should win stupid prizes.
Yep.
Which one? You tell me, Dragon. You tell me. Dragon said, I've never heard about that case before. No shit, you never heard about it. White. He's white. He got the complexion for the protection.
That's right.
You've never heard about him, but I have. And I will never forget his damn name. I remember this and being heartbroken. There's an old man he stabbed and ripped his stomach open, and the old man had to go get stitches and staples. You have a whole zipper running down his abdomen. A whole zipper. And you want to tell me about training? This has nothing to do with a profession or nothing. It's something inherent in your people that you cannot control.
That's right.
It's something inherent in your blood that you cannot control. You absolutely to let look at him here. He said everybody should have their day in court. Well, George Floyd didn't. So either you lying or you're a hypocrite. George Floyd didn't get his day in court. Eric Garner didn't get his day in court. Sandra Bland didn't get her day in court. Oscar Abrego didn't get his day in court. Give me some more, Hakim, if you all remember.
Eric Garner.
The more recent one.
Eric Garner already. Was he brother from Fruitville Station? Oscar Grant.
Oscar Abrego.
Oscar Grant didn't get his day in court. Go ahead, Captain.
Yeah, one more. Just recent of Silverio. What's his name? Silverio Villegas Gonzalez, who got unalive by an ICE agent, and they were supposed to wear body cams, right? What they claim is that he tried to run off. You know, he didn't get a day in immigration court either.
He didn't get his day in court at all. You know what I mean? The fact of the matter is, Dragon, your people need a judge that could not be corrupted by your power or your might or your money.
Right.
Your people need to be judged by an extraterrestrial power. Since you rule the earth, your people ruled everything. Oh my God, Itazab, Emmett Till didn't get his day. The water did something wrong. He didn't get his day in court. Let me tell you somebody else. Jesus Christ didn't get his day in court.
That's right.
Christ was put to death by a vote. By a vote.
That's right.
By a
That's
vote.
absolutely right.
You oppressors are incapable of justice. And Dragon 97, I'll give you some. I'll commend you on being halfway honest with your answers. Like, you was right to say George Floyd shouldn't have suffered that. You're probably the only white man I've ever heard say that shit. Let's get Trey Reed. Go ahead.
If I could, sir, what's saying so heavy when you mentioned Christ, you know, and also when you mentioned you need a righteous ruler to judge people. When a righteous ruler judges the earth, whatever his name, he's gonna be afraid to speak. You know what I mean? Just like today, you know, brothers take plea deals not because they're guilty, but because they're afraid of the sentences.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a day when there's a judge on earth where when he asks you, how do you plead, you're just gonna say guilty, even if you disagree. Because you're gonna know that there's penalty here. I mean, and you're gonna be afraid to be wrong because it could be a very heavy sentence to you. So you'll take the easy deal. That's what's gonna happen when there's a judge that's not that you cannot buy with money. You're gonna take a plea deal, and you're not gonna dare say that this George Floyd should have been killed. You're gonna say, you know what? I'll take the plea deal. It's like
Yep, you're right. You're absolutely right. We could get Trey Reed.
Come on.
Can you hear me, Cap?
I could hear you. I got you loud and clear.
Kawakan. So, like, what story is that? What number is that, sir? I don't see it on here.
I think you're gonna have to pull this one up.
Okay.
This you want
Go ahead.
I got it. Yeah, let me see.
I think he sent another email with that one, if I'm not mistaken. But you may have
it up right here.
You may have to pull Trey Reed up. It might be on there.
Yeah, I think it's on here.
Hold on.
I got the story too. I just didn't see it on there, but I was able to pull up a different one.
Yeah, no, so let's go ahead and get it.
Kawakan. Family of black student found hanging from a tree in Mississippi demands answers. At Delta State University on Wednesday, there were few signs of the tragedy that befell the campus this week and disrupted the beginning of a new school year. Welcome back banners from the Chamber of Commerce and campaign signs for students running for homecoming court were staked in the grass. Students have been back on campus just shy of a month when the body of DeMar Travion Trey Reed, a 21-year-old black student, was found hanging from a tree on campus Monday. Reed's death has ignited calls for justice and online speculation that he was the victim of a lynching, even though authorities have said there was no evidence of foul play. Families of other black men who have been found hanging in Mississippi and were determined to have died by suicide are also questioning their official causes of death. They say they believe their loved ones were victims of lynchings in a state with a history of racially motivated violence, including the 1955 lynching of 14-year-old Emmett Till. Reed's family has not publicly commented on his death except through attorneys. Mira Brown, who was on campus Wednesday to visit her younger sister, who recently transferred to Delta State.
So like if somebody moving around something in the background, if somebody moving around something, just mute your mic, all right? Because the feedback coming through a little bit. Go ahead.
Kawakan. Mira Brown, who was on campus Wednesday to visit her younger sister, who recently transferred to Delta State, said she understands the feelings people are having about Reed's death, just given the historical significance of trees, black men, and ropes. There's just something about it to me that isn't right, she said. Bolivar County Coroner Randolph Seals Jr. said in a statement Wednesday that his office is conducting a thorough death investigation. He echoed other officials' comments and said a preliminary examination showed no evidence that Reed was physically attacked. More details will be released after the Mississippi State Crime Lab conducts an autopsy, Seals said. At the campus.
If I could just jump in right there, I know Captain Kahung gonna back me up with this one. I wouldn't trust Mississippi to investigate nothing.
Come.
This is M.I. crooked letter. They can't investigate a lynching. They cannot.
Come.
It's impossible. It's like telling the dog, watch the food.
Come.
Especially now.
Especially now. They should not investigate this thing right here. You ought to call in some independent source about this thing. This thing cannot happen. It's like imagine finding a dead Ukrainian on the Russian border, on the Russian side, and then having Putin investigate it. It'll be clear then. It'll be clear, like, okay, you can't have Putin investigate this thing. You need United Nations or NATO to come in there and do the autopsy on the body. They need to cordon off the area. No Russian could come near this body because of the context of the killing. Go ahead, Cap, please.
Now, what you're saying is so right. And you know, Delta, I think what is a Delta State? They don't want to kick up no dust. They don't want to lose no funding. They don't want to lose no funding for their school. They know Mississippi is one of the, if not the most racist state in the union.
Come.
Well, the used to be union. I'm sorry, we're in the divided states of America.
Right.
That place there, it's so many Uncle Tom. I mean, the Uncle Toms that come out of the state of Mississippi. I mean, them Negroes gonna make sure that they don't want to rock the boat. Don't want to let just go ahead and say that he hung himself. I mean, I'm still, you know, at odds with people, you know, black people wanting, okay, if you're gonna unalive yourself, okay, in your mind, I'm gonna hang myself in Mississippi. Like, I mean, just think about that for a moment. I'm just thinking about, I'm just looking at I know what the reports say, but I'm just thinking as a black man would think in Mississippi, being that I'm from Mississippi. Like, okay, you're gonna unalive yourself by hanging yourself on a campus, on a tree. It don't check out to me. Something don't feel right with this. And then on the heels of what just happened with the death threats and the bomb threats that just happened to, I want to say 8 or 9 HBCUs.
Yeah.
They're looking to make an example.
You
know what I'm saying, for the deceased Kurt.
Yep.
They're looking to make an example. And you know, and Mississippi is one of these states where they love to make an example. They love to make an example. That state there, they can always, it's like a time capsule back into the Confederacy.
Right.
That's what Mississippi is. So like, I yield.
And just to add to what yours, so like, go ahead, Cap.
No, go ahead, Cap. I'll wait.
Okay, Tawada. Just to add to what you were saying too. I looked it up, right? And it's, you know what I mean, do you all remember the story with the brother Kendrick Johnson, right? A black teenager whose body was found inside a rolled up Rastland mat,
Right.
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
And the parents had to go ask for an independent autopsy on the
Yep.
body. And they found out that his organs were missing.
Yep.
His heart, lungs, liver, etc. Which mean they, you know what I mean, they gutted that brother.
Yep.
You understand? They said the funeral home filled the cavity with newspaper.
Just to be able to bury him.
Right.
Brother. And I looked up this story also too. And what they're saying is, they say what's still unclear, whether the matter of death will officially be ruled suicide, accident, or something else. There is no conclusive determination. And this is not this brother. This is the for the brother that what's his name? It
Trey
just
Reed?
happened to Trey Reed.
Yeah.
They say some rumors and reports on social media claim broken limbs or other injuries that might make a hanging suicide version questionable. But these claims have not been corroborated by the preliminary coroner's finding. The content of the surveillance or the video evidence have not been disclosed. It's unknown whether those videos captured anything about how or when he died or what happened just before. And that's the same thing with with the brother you just put up.
Right.
Like somehow the cameras stopped working.
Right.
Somehow. And where they can't see who coming in and out. There's no tape, there's no evidence.
Right.
So I won't be shocked if they come out and say, well, the camera's up, but they ain't working.
Right.
You understand? And this is when I mean you crying for the so-called for these Palestinians. Oh, you boo-hooing about these Palestinians right now. Israel fit into, you know what I mean, do the, you know what I mean, the crime, you know what I mean, of mass genocide on them, and you crying for them. Well, where's the cry for black people? Because what they did to black people, brother, we don't have any way of getting our narrative out there.
That's right.
We have no way of getting it out there.
Yep.
They're telling us what is happening to us.
That's right.
Like, what the hell is that? I thought I thought we're equal. Where's equality? You know what it is for? Go ahead, Salaki. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Ken.
No, go ahead.
Also, too, a year ago, September 11th in North Carolina, Javion McGee, truck driver who was found lynched. Remember that?
Yes.
And what was this? What was the determination?
Yep.
No foul play with a note in his pocket.
Yep. Listen, Cap, the twin brothers, I think from Chicago, who went on
yes,
went up somewhere in the mountains, and I don't get it. So what happened? They because they were twins, they killed each other together. Like,
right?
Some niggas don't do that shit. They don't go up in some mountain and do something.
What about in New Jersey? Brother was lynched on the monkey bars.
Mm-hmm.
Same circumstance.
So much.
What about the brother that was found on the gate at a Walmart? Same circumstance. No foul play with a note. Come on. It's a pattern here.
It's definitely a pattern.
If I could too, and certain those who study criminology and crime, certain crimes is like it's okay because of the environment and where it happens. It pretty much leads towards a certain a person that's a perpetrator. So when you look at just hearing Mississippi and somebody being hanged from a tree, and it happened to be black. Everybody in Mississippi that's black knows they know it. Okay, they're not gonna put them on the TV to say it because they know the pattern, like you said. They know, and think about it. Look at the time that it's happening. Timing is important too to the crime. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're talking about a crime of passion, crime of vengeance, timing it plays a major part in it.
Right.
You see what's going on with this cat getting shot up there in Utah. They are upset, and I'll tell you something else too. You think you're seeing political violence? Wait till you see religious violence.
Good night. Good night.
Wait till you see that. That's coming next.
Crap, it's brewing right now.
Yes,
I don't know how much you're paying attention to the UK, but brother, this week, was it this week? Last week, somehow, UK has a problem with immigrants, right? And for one time in history, it's not us. They're having a problem with the Arabic, Islamic, and Asian immigrants. And Eastern European. They say they're coming in there, taking all the free health care. They say right now you get a cut that you need stitches for. You might be waiting weeks for an appointment because the NHS is so backed up, where they'll just come into the country for surgery and leave. Right? So now, last week, some Hamite who's seeking asylum from somewhere, Eritrea or somewhere, Somalia somewhere. They catch him in Birmingham with a 5-year-old. Some 5-year-old went missing. They end up looking. They started looking in houses, and they looking through the window. And this Hamite is in there, pants down with the 5-year-old, and they break in the door, catch him. They call the police, which to me is a red flag. I'm like, how? What police? What we talking? He got his day in court. Let's put it like that. So they arrest him. Right. They take him down to court. 2 days later, some white men get some Asian girl. Across the Asian girls would be like the East Indians, Pakistanis, one of them girls. And they rape her. And they tell her during the raping, go back to your country. And I think the story was like she was taking an Uber. The Uber driver tried something with her. She jumped out the car and I think get with them and they violated her. Something like that. And brother, they had I think 500,000 people in London this weekend. White people are absolutely fed up of it. And now for the whole month, they've been painting St. George's flag. St. George's flag is the red flag with the cross. Right? You'll know which one I'm talking about, right? Let me just show it to the people in case they don't know. All right. They've been painting this flag everywhere. Everywhere there's something white. All over England, anywhere. If there's a white wall, they'll just paint it red. If there's, the little roundabouts in the road, they'll just go in the middle there where it's white and paint it red. And they've been painting this flag all over as a source of national pride, right? But you all know, just being history brothers, this flag came from where? What is
Crusaders?
Crusades.
Yeah.
And they have a problem with Islam. The religious warfare is on its way.
Right. Cap, let me add it to it. It's already here. The Zionists against the Hamas, who's Arabs. Islam. That is here, and it's as Khan saying, that type of violence, you don't want to see that.
Well,
you don't want to be.
I definitely would agree with you, but the problem is with the Zionists, the Palestinians ain't fighting back. This thing here is going to be old school pipes and clubs and nines. It's going to spill out into the streets. Listen, y'all forgotten last year when that Hamite went into that daycare and stabbed up them girls up in England. Brother, white people burned down a mosque the same day. They raised it to the foundation. They burned down a police station, brother. They beat a cop, pulled him off his bike, took his helmet, and bust him up. They was running down the street saying, Allah, Allah. Who the hell is Allah? It's going right there. The earth is in tumult, brother, just like the scripture says. It's such a beautiful thing to see prophecy pass. Go ahead.
So like I said, just real quick, sir. Somebody's got a lot of background noise, as Captain Mashak said. Put your microphone on mute.
You just be mindful if you're moving around, Sweat. Go ahead, Cap. To water to Captain Ash.
Yes, no, I just wanted to say, this past Sunday, a lot of black churches had a sermon on what happened with the guy Charlie Kirk. A lot of them spoke against the Republicans or the MAGA movement about trying to make this guy a saint. And
So wait, hold on, Cap. They speak against trying to make him a saint because the topic is to make him a saint.
What damn near is almost like, okay, the white evangelicals are basically propping him up like he was a staunch Christian, and they're putting him. He's like a martyr. He's like somebody who, he's like a catalyst now for freedom of speech and for Christianity. So the black churches have disagreed this Sunday. The ones that had any gumption, I would say, because they know the political and the religious heat is on now. Because now, once again, they've been sitting in these pulpits for a long time, and a lot of black people now are saying they have left some of these white churches or mega churches that had a moment of silence for him because they felt like that doing that tainted the Christianity, and it made them feel like that they elevated this man who had this ideology that made me subhuman. So now those churches, I'm gonna tell you right now, and you hear this from a prophet, they are now targets now for the MAGA movement, because the same way they're silencing people on these campuses, and the same way they're coming at all these businesses and things like that, they are upset at the black churches or pastor that say anything that's against Charlie Kirk or anything that's against Trump. So, like you said, Cap, you think political violence is something you have not seen really violence until you see a religious thing. That's why Christ said, "Nation gonna rise against nation." Cap just showed the flag. You know what I'm saying? One race of people versus another race of people. One kingdom against another kingdom of government. All these things break down along political and racial lines.
Right.
You understand? And all these other these fabricated minority social subgroups, it all breaks down. And it's all going to filter down into what? Violence.
Yeah.
So for them trying to, and this is what I don't understand about these white evangelicals. If you're going to make him a saint, that means that his words are gospel. If you're going to, and this is where the religious dogma comes in at. This is why how these churches keep breaking them, because once again, it's always some garbage. This is why we know the Israelite School UPK is the home of the truth, because this thing was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. I saw what the governor of Utah, he got on TV and he said, man, when they found out it was a white man, he said, I was hoping and praying. Right. He said, I was hoping and praying it was not one of
us. Yes.
And I said to myself, I said, okay. Maybe he's talking about somebody outside of Utah, right?
Right.
Then he went and said, I was hoping that somebody, not one of us, maybe somebody from another country, another, he basically wanted to say race.
Right.
But just to go and show and listen, and I'm sitting there and I see that what the FBI guy, Cash Patel, I see him right behind him. And, I mean, how stupid can you be? Like when you say somebody from another country, you talking about that snake eating snake oil salesman behind you, Cash Patel?
Damn.
That's what you talking about? Huh? Because he's the definition of a DEI hire. If you want to talk about that somebody is not qualified, he's and that's the hypocrisy about these people. You want to say somebody is not qualified? He's somebody is not qualified to run the FBI. talking about cash. In America, we spell cash with a C, not a K.
Right.
Okay. God damn it! I'm so sick of it. Every time I watch it, I keep on breaking the TV. He's sitting there. I hope it wasn't one of us. I thought us was we. I thought we were all Americans.
Right.
Like God is showing you. God is showing you that this man has not learned his lesson since Cain. He's showing you. The opportunity he had to even just say, you know, I just want to pray that we are. He still is divisive, even in his celebratory speech that we captured him. He's still divisive. And and that devil was a real Eminem. He was a Mormon and MAGA. You understand? They're not talking about the war that's brewing with them. It got some of them that's in the alt-right, but then you got some to the extreme right. Where some to the right are too far to the left. That's what you got going on. And Trump don't want to talk about it. But everybody online and on that damn dark web and all this, they talking about it. Oh, it's going on.
Right.
So like
Listen, and Cap, okay. He said I was hoping it was somebody who came from another state or something. He tried to clean it up, and that's what happens when you're a confident criminal. You start talking about your crime and the way you are openly, like you don't have a governor, you don't have a bridle anymore. You don't have a bridle anymore. So when he said, I was hoping and praying this wasn't one of us, he has white fatigue from all the school shootings.
That's right.
That is done by his people. And that came out. The Bible says, out of the mouth is the overflow of the heart. That's what he's thinking all the time. He knows. He's like, man, I hope this is not one of us. Because really he wants to blame immigrants or black people or both. He wants this to now ignite some sort of crusade against the minority, the unprotected, the ones who have no power. So they could really get the good Christian on. They could get the good old Christian self on. And he was disappointed. He was like, I hope it's not one of us. And then he tried to clean it up because if they didn't come from Utah. Listen, Utah is probably 99.5% white.
That's right.
I'll tell you, say 75% white, about 2 or 3% black or something like that.
Right. So, of course, you're going to pray it's not one of y'all because you know who would do something like this. That's why you're open and praying. It's like saying, it's like, you know, sometimes you hear some a news report on the TV. So you hear something like, I mean, some kind of, you know, they reporting crime and he's like, I waited to see the picture because, you know, if they show a picture, I know he black. You already know. Just sometimes you hear the crime, you already is like, God damn, because you know that crime kind of suits your demographic.
Yeah.
Governor knew this crime. He got flashbacks of Kennedy, Trump from last year.
That's right.
Voting for Columbine. You know,
don't forget the old man who was in the hotel shooting down on the crowd that went to the concert.
Was that Arizona? In Vegas.
Yeah.
The one that happened in Vegas and stayed in Vegas. All of that flashback came to him and he is like, Lord, please, let's gamble. Give me the off chance that this is not because this fits the description of how my people operate.
Yep.
Your people are the violent revolutionaries. We are the revolutionaries that would go and say something to change somebody's mind. That's who we are. Your people are the assassins ever in history. Your people are the ones who they'll call the jackal to go in there and mess somebody's economy up. Your people are the violent ones, and this governor knew it. He knew it. So he was like, good Lord, please don't let it be one of us, because he tired of seeing young white American males being taken in for doing massive violent attacks in America. He got white fatigue. Now you know how we feel.
So like it,
now you know how we feel. Now you know why we want to do something about our young niggas. Now you know why we on the street yelling and screaming and trying to be being that revolutionary to change the minds of our people.
That's right.
Change the minds of ours because we know how we supposed to be.
Damn
You got convicted with guilt. You was like, please don't let it be one of us. I mean, at this point, I don't think it could be anybody else, Governor.
That's right.
Go ahead, Kahan Salaki.
As Salaki, like the scriptures say, if he's not the devil, who is?
Who is?
Right.
Like once again, the Lord got the forensic report. He knows, like once again, you're not gonna fool the Lord. The Lord said, because you have not resisted blood will pursue thee.
Right.
That's right.
Blood is in high pursuit. It always matches you. You know what I'm saying? Whether we talking about in the valley in Utah or in the valley of decision, your hand is there.
Mm-hmm.
You always are the one that's doing these types of things. So when you really look at the climate now, oh boy, the tension is so thick that you can cut it with a knife out here.
Right.
Oh my goodness. I mean, and Mississippi, going back to the topic, Mississippi, listen, look, if a Negro, if they hang 3 Negroes in a row, next week they're gonna say it was all suicide. And they're gonna say we need to get a mental health. They're not going to say what they know it is. That there's some vigilante racist group, you know, the white knights of the night, Mississippi Night, or some garbage, or the Grand Dragon or the Grand Cyclops out here running around hanging black people. Nah, but you better, you black people, we've been telling you, especially in Mississippi, we've been telling you, and you have rejected the ISUPK. You have been rejecting the prophets.
That's right.
You said we were too extreme. You understand? You getting strange fruit, and we getting ready to go into the fall. Don't tell me there's something wrong with us.
Right.
Nah, ain't nothing wrong with us. What Commander General Yahanna has been saying, and the brothers in this school been saying, is all the way spot on right. All the way. You understand? This man here is on a war path, and trust me, it's going to lead to the Third World War.
Yep.
It's what's happening is happening. Okay. People talking about we're gonna vote next. It ain't gonna be no next election. You keep seeing what's going on right here.
Right.
You understand? You better turn to the Lord. Otherwise, hey, you know what I'm saying? You better cut all the trees down on Delta State. See what happens next.
Right. Listen, and Cap, listen, you say that jokingly. But brother, if there was some, let's say these oppressors, the white man who's our oppressor, let's say there was a type of sidewalk that, you know, his people, you know, the ADA sidewalk, the handicap one, the way how it is. Let's say that his people would always fall and break their neck on the sidewalk. He would not retrain his people or remove his people. He'll remove the sidewalk. If somehow oppressors was hanging from trees, he'll just cut all the trees down.
Right.
He'll go to the botanist and try to engineer some type of tree that the boughs, the branches are just too high to swing a rope around. He'll do something so that the tree is not complicit in the destruction of his people. That's how this oppressor is at. Because he cares about his people. Well, we have to remove our people from the thing that poisons us, the virus on the earth, the cancer on the earth, which is the so-called white man, which is the oppressor. Which is the oppressor. I see, I wanted to ask Dragon a question. I see he gone. I want to ask Dragon if he's still listening. Do you, if he is Christian, and if I believe he is, because he said Charlie Kirk was a hell of a Christian, RIP. Do you think that you should forgive Charlie Kirk's shooter? I want to know if he thinks that Charlie Kirk's shooter should get forgiven. Because we believe he should be forgiven. Because that's what Christ would want. Christ would want that. Christ would want that the sinner has a second chance. Christ would want everybody to have a second chance.
Right.
And if you're Christian and you believe in Christ, Christ told the woman caught in adultery, go and sin no more. Should you say to his shooter, go and shoot no more?
Right.
And if not, why are we so obligated to forgive our violators and our oppressors?
That's right.
Why are we so violated? Why are we so obligated to do it? But I think he's gone. I think he's done trolling for the night. You know what I mean?
So like I said,
go ahead, please.
Yeah. Back to the governor of Utah, right? With the whole wishing, praying to getting all his things. Well, how is it that he did not mention about the fight that they had at Charlie Kirk's funeral? Among those, yeah, there was a full out fight in the funeral home while they were watching, went to see the body of Charlie Kirk.
Right.
Bring
us hold on.
Yeah. So no, I seen the video footage, and that's the reason why I'm saying it. The news didn't cover it like that, and the governor damn sure didn't say, "Hold up, we shouldn't be fighting because this is Charlie Kirk." Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Because if he would have done so, it would clearly show that he had no foot to stand on from the speech he gave on the day that Cash Patel was there. So I just wanted to point that out. I don't know if anybody heard of it.
So like it.
Yeah, I definitely didn't hear about it.
Yeah.
I heard that Trump didn't go to the vigil, that he went to go play golf. You know what I'm saying? See, there's something else going on with that alt-right and the extreme right. They're clashing. They ain't talking about it, but they are clashing. That cat there, his grandmother said, we ain't never been no left. We ain't never been no liberals. We've been MAGA. We've been, on this side with the Republicans all our life. So what did that let you know? Just like a gang war. And it's ironic because that was the last words that he said before he got unalive, talking about gang violence.
Right.
So there is fractions in the MAGA movement that they don't want to talk about because some of them, they don't like, is a group of them that don't like Trump fraternizing with the Israelis. They think they run in the country, and all these other things. So they don't like the way this thing is going. Some of them is extreme right, and the alt-right is too left to him. And you got to remember that cat there, Kirk, he started out in the Tea Party. Those who remember, I remember the Tea Party. I remember them. When Barack Obama got elected, that's when they started to raise up. It was the Tea Party. And then that morphed into what you got today is the MAGA movement. But boy, the type of rhetoric you see going on now, I mean, people are questioning the freedom of speech because anybody that say anything about, this even in a slight manner is being, they're trying to censor them or blackball them. You know what I'm saying? So that lets you know where this country is headed. Once again, this is not our rest, brothers and sisters. Commander General Yahanna, he didn't said this over and over and over on all the streets of America, everywhere you can hear all on the radio. He didn't say these things, man. But guess what? When you got what now, your pastors is coming to realization now. Now they starting to see some of them, but some of them are gonna be too late, and some of them are just saying what they're saying to keep congregants in their church,
right?
Because they want to know, what are you gonna say?
Yeah,
you understand? What are you gonna say about what happened? Because now, I mean, you're gonna have to eventually, you're gonna either be hot or cold. You know what I'm saying? You can't be lukewarm. You're gonna get spewed out. That's where it's going in this country, man. It's going there, and you seeing more and more. He ramping it, and as he ramp up, what's going on? See, they wasn't planning for this to happen. Like the general said, the Lord had this happen to change the narrative of the debate. Because now, a lot of those people, they didn't cancel Ben Shapiro, he didn't cancel all his public speakers on college campus. All of them. You understand? So now it's going, as the young people say, it hit different now. And you got those on the extreme right that's following them. What is it called? The Gropers. Y'all look that up. It's some group called the Gropers, man. That's who he was a part of. This cat that unalived Charlie Kirk, and they say they about that action, boat action to be exact. You understand? But that's
what the Gropers.
The Gropers. They got some kind of Kermit the Frog or some they emblem. There's a whole subgroup war that's going on among the surface of that MAGA movement, man. And see, they want to try to. Let me tell you something. First they say he played video games. So okay, you gonna blame the video games? Then they say okay, he had a trans. They want to blame the LGBTQ. They want to blame. They had a chance to blame the Mormons. They didn't do none of that. They all the things that he was connected to. They don't want to talk about it. You know why? Because that cat there was part of a group, another group that follow some other cat out there, man. That he is along the MAGA line, but he's way extreme. He's way extreme than Charlie Kirk was. You know what I'm saying? He way extreme. So that's what you see going on, but they don't want to talk about it on the news. And notice the FBI hadn't said nothing about it, but that's what's going on because they want to keep it out the media. They don't want to really talk about that it's infighting going on. Because there's Trump, and let me tell you something. And as Trump, now, Lord forbid, okay, let's just say, if you see how they acted now over Charlie Kirk, what happened if something happened to Trump? Them people gonna lose their damn mind.
Yeah.
They gonna lose. They better not smell you barbecuing out here after if something happened like that. You understand? Your birthday better not even fall on the same day. They better not see no celebration. They gonna lose their goddamn mind out here, man.
You gotta buy a barrel and keep it in your car. So if you have a smile, you gotta put your head in there.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't show that you having a good time doing nothing. If somebody tickle you, you're dead.
Come on, man. It's their cap. It's there with it, man. But they are that whole thing with him and that movement. There is infighting going on. There's cracks in it. You understand? And they don't want it to come to the surface, but it's starting to come to the surface because people are saying that he followed some other cat in his group called the Gropers, and they were extreme. They didn't like what Charlie Kirk was doing or something like that. All these things are coming out, but I can guarantee you that those in the MAGA movement, they know. They'll go along with the narrative and say all these other things, but they know what it is. That's why they got to try to speed things up because, hold on, we got to hurry up and lock this thing all the way down, man. You know what I'm saying? I think Captain Kaposh said it earlier when he said that the scripture where it talks about that he know he have but a short time.
Right.
He know he have but a short time. It's too many variables that can throw off the plan. You got the Epstein, now you got this. It's starting. The Lord is he's starting to put a kink in his armor, more and more and more. So this is why, brothers and sisters, man, we got to turn to the Lord. These pastors, they don't have no answer, man. Trust me. They looking about as scared as anybody else out here right now. These people you following, these so-called leaders that ain't got in contact with Commander General Yahanna, they don't know what the hell to do out here, man. But I can tell you like this, we damn sure do over here.
Absolutely.
We know this on this side. You know what I'm saying? So like I yield.
So like
And
to add to that extreme that far that you saying is it like a far extreme you said Captain
far right.
Right. Nick Fuentes, you remember him?
Yeah.
They propped him up. And they're saying that he had something to do with what went down.
If I could, sir,
I think Kaposh wanted to jump in too. Kaposh, was it you or was it you, Sakawa?
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
I was just gonna say one quick thing, just to see if y'all heard the same or if this is really true that the Senate had a vote to not release the Epstein files on the same day that Charlie Kirk was unalived.
I saw something like that. I definitely saw something.
I asked AI. AI said no, and then it said the days were the actual same days. So I screenshotted that because that was weird for AI to.
Yeah, I definitely saw it. The AI lying right now. The scriptures say if you let him in, sin is at the door and you become a master. Your press says the liar. He used AI so much, AI start lying.
That's right.
The AI say no. The vote didn't happen the same day Charlie Kirk got shot, but it happened September 10th. I'll shit you not. I'm gonna try to find the post. Kabas definitely screenshot the thing. He Googled the thing. He said, "Did this thing happen on Did this thing happen the same day Charlie got shot?" The AI said no. The two things didn't happen together. Charlie Kirk got shot on September 10th, and on September 10th, they voted against the thing. I'm like, well, hold on. What the fuck is going on here?
AI.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
It's like let's make a little run, right? So let's know the other one name, right?
Those sweater.
Yeah,
Shalom.
So, like, sir, if I could, I was just gonna piggyback off what Captain Kahan was saying. The problem with what's going on amongst the black leadership outside of the ISUPK is they trying to see their way through this thing logically, and they realizing that a line is being drawn, and that both sides are gearing up and mounting they resources, so to speak, to go to war, and they stuck between which side are they going to choose. These Christian pastors feel like they have to choose one side or the other, when the reality that they're missing is that both sides are on the side against the Lord. We in a time right now where spiritually the Lord is drawing a line to see who's going to stand with him and who's going to stand with the evil. And we in a time right now of never before the realization that, like the scripture says, love the good and hate the evil. We living in those times. And Christ said, man, whoever will be ashamed of him in this wicked generation, he would be ashamed when he came, in his glory to establish his kingdom. Right now is not the time to be ashamed of the truth. Right now is not the time to be ashamed to stand with the Lord, because look at what's happening on the other side. On the other side, there's violence, there's hypocrisy. You understand? They erasing each other's rights and ability to be able to speak freely. All the things that you were told made America a great place, the Lord is destroying it. Babylon is falling, and it is falling fast. And right now, it is the time that our people need to see, man, you got to choose to stand with the Lord. It is the only way that you are going to escape the judgment that is coming on this place. And it's only going to get worse. You know what I'm saying? Speaking on the Trey Reed, if I could, just to recap the Trey Reed situation, that brother was found hung in the center of that campus. And this is not the first time, man. Captain Hunter tell you, I got a call from a sister last year around the same time from Prentice, Mississippi, about a young boy whose body was found hung from a bridge, the Jefferson Bridge down there in Prentice County in Prentice, Mississippi. They said the brother was beaten so badly, one of his eyes was out of the socket, and they declared that the brother had unalived himself. Like, this is routine. This is a playbook from the 1930s, from the 1870s, where a black man gets found, visibly lynched and unalived, and they try to say it wasn't no foul play. He did it to himself. You understand? And what we got to realize is that this is the cruelty of our oppressor being made to be seen for everybody to know that these are still the same people that they've always been. And with that being the case, you can't make up in your mind to choose a side that you're going to be on, because whatever side you choose to join with them, you are at their mercy. And they are not a people that have the capacity for mercy, but the Lord does. Choose to stand with the Lord, man, and find your way to escape from the evil that is befalling this place. I yield.
Yep. Well, real quick, I found the post here. Kapasha posted that. Listen to that. It said, Kapash asked AI, did the Senate vote to not release the Epstein files the same day Charlie Kirk died? No. The Senate vote regarding the release of the Epstein files and the death of Charlie Kirk did not happen on the same day. The Senate voted on a measure to force the release of the Epstein files on Wednesday, September 10th. The vote failed. Charlie Kirk died on Wednesday.
Good night. That's a Jedi
Listen, if AI go to court and witness against you, go into jail. AI will defend at this point. I mean, goddamn.
Salaki. Hey, Cap.
Go ahead.
Cap. And you know what's so crazy, right? Oh, they like even the Department of Justice, man. They did all the statistics they had on white extreme nationalist crime and on the violence in America. They scrubbed the whole, like if you go to White House on the whitehouse.gov, it's not there no more. Like they scrubbed all the data that was collected. You know what I'm saying? So once again, you can't put your faith, you gotta have your faith in the Lord, man.
Right.
Bible said we walk by faith, not by sight. You is trusting in this place, man, you're gonna get duped. Because the greater the evil, the greater the deception.
That's right.
That's what you gotta understand with this place, man. You can't expect these people to be forthright in far as being in the truth, man. They not. They gonna Cash Patel got up there and he avoided every goddamn question that the Senate asked him about the files and everything with the FBI. The whole damn thing. This shit was crazy.
Right.
You look at it, you be like, is this person really over the FBI? Yes. They're over the FBI and all these things. So you got to understand that, man, like this is happening. I know people like, man, I can't believe this happened. It's happening. You know why? Because we are at the end. The Lord is about to wrap this place up. They try to teach you. They try to change how you look at the past. Now they want to change how you look at the present. They weren't gonna stop. You thought they were gonna stop with critical race theory? No, they want to change how you look at the present.
Right.
You understand? Because in their mind, they God, and whoever they certify, you supposed to worship and you supposed to reverence. And like you said earlier, that's going to lead to the mark of the beast. You're going to see why Commanding General Yahanna said that the mark of the beast is Christianity. You're going to see it in these times.
Yeah.
You understand? Some of you going to be shocked, just like this past Sunday. A lot of people were shocked at what they white pastors said up in these churches, because you thought that he loved everybody, didn't you? You thought he would sympathize with somebody like that. Well, you found out wrong, didn't you?
Yeah.
You found out wrong.
Yeah.
So I yield.
Yep. I don't know. I think we got 12:30 there now. We're going to wrap it up, unless you all wanted to drop one more story or anything. But I think we definitely get them 2.5. You all too wild with it?
Come.
I think we'll be there. Akim, just encourage all the brothers. You all stay strong in this battle, man. Like as Satan tightening the reins on this place and taking hold of the earth. And this oppressor, he's moving. He's coming to destroy. He seeks to sift you like flour, like wheat. You keep them boots laced tight, man. Stay close to your camp leader. Call for counsel. Don't let no problem fester and ferment, for days. Call, get counsel, handle business, man, and get out there on that street corner, man, and rage on behalf of your people, man.
That's right.
And wake your people up, because a lot of us is still sleep. We rock to sleep, and now in your sleep, you get in a nightmare. You get terrorized, brother. You got to go in there and shake them out of the blood. Get them woken up and brought into this truth, man, because as they mobilize, we mobilize. You build this thing now all the way up. Make sure you pay your tithes. 10% of all the increase in earnings must come into the priests and prophets of the Lord.
If I could, real quick, the lecture on Saturday, Fatherhood is a Weapon, ISUPK Indianapolis, Facebook and YouTube. Check it out this Saturday at 7 p.m.
1 second, I'm gonna let you come in at the end. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, I appreciate that. ISUPK.com. Pay your tithes. Pay your tithes. 10% of all the increase on earnings must come into the priests of the law. You see the work we doing, man. They was giving Charlie Kirk hundreds of millions of dollars to go on there and do whatever he doing, man. You need your army. You need your military. You need your prophets. Support the truth, man. Send them tithes. Commander General Yahanna gonna be on the usual time, Black Watch, every Monday at 9 p.m. Every Monday night, 9 p.m. He gonna be on the same channel with the heavy hitting crew breaking down everything that come out. Stay tuned, man. We're gonna be back next Wednesday. You know, I mean, Lord allow for sure. We had the cookouts coming up. Kapash have a big event there in Indianapolis. Go ahead, Kapash. Go ahead, plug it.
Yes, sir. The Water Cap. We're doing a lecture this Saturday, 7 p.m. You can watch it on ISUBK Indianapolis, or you can come to the school here in Indianapolis, 3532 North Keystone Avenue. Fatherhood is a weapon. You know what I mean? ISUBK coined the term brotherhood is a weapon. Well, guess what? Now fatherhood is a weapon also, because
That's right.
we got to build up the foundation, and it starts with the leadership, which is the ISUBK, and we doing the job. And then they're going to trickle down to the families, to the household, and that's how we're going to really get this thing right. So, Fatherhood is a Weapon lecture this Saturday. You'll see it on the platforms. ISUBK Indianapolis. You know, check it out. Definitely want to get them fatherhood scriptures in your chest. If you got children, you know what I mean, it's always good to brush up and see it, and see even more what the Lord wants you to do with your children.
That's right. Right. Cap is going to be streamed live.
Yes, stream live for free.
Live on ISUPK Indianapolis.
Yes, sir.
Most High in Christ, sir. Most High in Christ. You'll make sure check Captain Kapash out this weekend at what, 7 p.m. you said?
7 p.m. Saturday.
7 p.m. in Indianapolis, man. Also, I think the cookhouse is happening. We have Cali, October 2nd.
Come.
Houston down there at the end of October. You know what I mean? Make sure and check it out, man. Get your transport right. You know what I mean? Go down there and rock the two zones out as we always do. It's two zones who always, you know, show out. Always show up with time, like all the other zones for sure. You know what I mean? Cookhouse is definitely becoming a staple. You'll go check them out. This Sunday, Memorial Blowing the Trumpets. Captain Ash, you want to plug it?
Yeah, Thwart, I appreciate the yes.
No swear.
This Sunday, 7 p.m., the service starts for the Memorial Blowing of Trumpets. Whatever city you find yourself in, find a UPK school. We'll be broadcasting it live also for those who can't make it. But you definitely want to join physically in the school, so that way you can experience what it's like to experience the Memorial Blowing the Trumpets. We'll get into the details on that day also too. Not just that, but also in September, if I could, Captain. I also want to point out the Day of Atonement. Sunday the 21st, that is this Sunday. But also the Day of Atonement, which is on Tuesday the 30th, September 2025. And on that Day of Atonement, the service starts at 7 p.m., but it's a 24-hour cycle of no eating and no drinking for all able-bodied Israelites. You know, if you have a condition, you need to take food with your medication, and then that's the exception. Pregnant women, young children. But other than that, all able-bodied Israelite, Black, Latinos, and First Nations, we supposed to do this Day of Atonement as well as keep all the high holy days. And I just wanted to say to Water, also the Commanding Junior Hunter, also the ISUPK, also this program right here that we do every Wednesday is very informative for all Black and Latinos and First Nations, because unfortunately a lot of us don't pay attention to any goddamn thing while this whole empire is crumbling. And at least this is a platform where they're going to see this information, get to know what's going on. Other than that, you're going to be lost in the sauce. And like Captain Khan said, this empire is crumbling fast, quick, fast, in a hurry. And I yield.
Yeah, definitely, Cap. Definitely, Cap. To Water for that too. And I will go one further. I know Captain Nash say, if you have any conditions that you need to take food with your medication, you know, sort that out. Call your camp leader and get permission. Because between now and Day of Atonement, a lot of y'all going to develop every type of ISIS and itis, and every y'all gonna self-diagnose. Your medicine is gonna be Pepsi. It's gonna be Taco Tuesday. I already know how this thing goes. Everybody gonna have their fourth vertebrae, a hernia in the fourth vertebrae, and they need tacos from Taco Bell. So call your camp leader before and find out if you what the deal is. All right. And that's about it. Yeah, no sweat to Water for the plug. I think that's about it. Anything else anybody wanted to add, plug, remind us about? Going once, going twice. With that, we want to say shalom to everybody, to the brothers and the sisters. week, Lord allow camp. Can you check us out, all right?
Yeah. On 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They say you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin on kindness. I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the field like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dawg. So I brought these chimney sweepers. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we run it, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till death do us part. So if you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine in. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dawg? Guns and butter, baby boy. You PK top, dawg. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line van to a damn tank. I got chopper stash in the attic like they Anne Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a made, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real.
Intellectual murder people edition. Cock and fire full of gun like Remington. Fully charge up, he got to kill a man. Rock the gang for me gang. Pussy run up if you're bad. Kryptonite coming out of the muscle fighting at the middle of the night to make the place get nice.